Okay, this video should be pretty straightforward. We've been factoring for a while now, so we're gonna keep on factoring, and we're gonna be using grouping. We're gonna be factoring by grouping. So I'm gonna write this polynomial x cubed minus 2x squared minus 9x plus 18. And there is a video from last semester that shows you how to do factoring by grouping. I'm going to group the first two and the last two. So the common factor amongst these two is x squared. So then inside of the parentheses is going to be x minus 2. I know I'm going kind of fast, but we've seen this before. And the common factor amongst these two is going to be negative 9. So then inside of the parentheses is going to be x minus 2. And then we have two terms. We have this one and we have this one. So we have to take a look at what do they have in common. Well, both of them have an x minus 2. So that's what we're going to factor, x minus 2. So by factoring the x minus 2, we're going to have in another parenthesis x squared minus 9. And then you might think, okay, I'm done. But no, you're not, because this is a difference of two squares. So how do we factor this? Well, we will have x minus 2. There's really nothing I can do with that one anymore, but I can factor this one. And to factor the difference of two squares is going to be x plus 3, x minus 3. And then you're done. Now let's take a look at another example. We're going to try 2x to the power of 3 plus x squared plus 8x plus 4. So we're going to group the first two and we're going to group the last two. The common factor amongst these two is going to be x squared. So then inside of the parentheses is going to be 2x plus 1. On this other one, the common factor is 4. So inside of the parentheses is going to be 2x plus 1. So again, now we have two terms. I was going to use another color. We have two terms. This is the first one. This is the second one. So what do we have in common? Well, the 2x plus 1. So we're going to factor the 2x plus 1. So if I factor the 2x plus 1, I'm going to have x squared plus 4. Can we factor this a little bit further? No, because this one is not a difference of squares. There is a plus sign between them. Therefore, it is not a difference of squares, so I cannot factor it. That will be the answer. Let's try one more. X cubed minus x squared minus 25x plus 25. So we group the first two and the last two. The common factor amongst these two is x squared. So inside of the parentheses I will have an x minus 1. The common factor amongst these two is going to be negative 25. So it will be x minus 1. And some of you will ask, well, why? How come it is negative 1? Well, because negative 25 times negative 1 gives you the positive 25. That's the reason that one is negative 1. So then again we have two terms. This is the first one. This is the last one. The common factor amongst those two is x minus 1. And then we have x squared minus 25. And x squared minus 25, it is the difference of two squares. So we can keep on factoring this. So it will be x minus 1, x plus 5, x minus 5, and that will be the answer.